Hey everybody, welcome back to Soaring Alignment. I'm Denise.
Hi everyone, I'm Julie.
Yay, it's great to be back here with everybody. Nice to see you.
So exciting, isn't it? We're in such exciting times and the energy is off the scales. Pardon?
It's been full on. It's been like a roller coaster. I'm good the last week actually, but the week before that, far out, I've been really going through the tumbler. That's how it's.
Yeah,
But I think going straight into that, for me, it felt like old stuff came up and old thought patterns and old belief systems. And I was quite shocked about a few different things. When you just go like, oh, I thought I worked through that. But then realizing deeply within, and then also through another two sources of friends where I got the confirmation of it. It's like, oh no, you don't have to be worried about it. It's only, it comes up one more time to really be seen, to be dissolved.
Wow.
After that, the energy shifted so much in the last couple of days, I felt.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think for me, we tend to think, oh, if something comes up, it's, we start to go into that perspective of either disappointment or frustration, but actually it's an opportunity, isn't it? Like, I think we've been saying it for a while, but for me now, when I see it come up, I do think, okay, yes, it feels uncomfortable because there's that ego side of ourselves which thinks, oh, it's a bad thing, but it's not. It's just another aspect or another opportunity to see something for what it is, which is great. So it's really good to have. It's great that you had that support along the way, or and that able to just see it for what it was and to let it go and not go back into the old story of needing to resolve it.
And I think that's why we like to share our story and our offering here as well, because we know when you're watching it, there's always more than a handful of people going like, oh my God, I just went through the same thing. Thank you so much for sharing. And it's the same with us, with our friends, when we call each other, it could be even tension in the head and headaches or feeling nauseous or having no energy. But the moment you connect with somebody that you love and trust, and if they're sensitive as well energetically, I think when we hear like, oh, I've been just going through the same thing, it makes you feel so much better.
Yeah, it's comforting, isn't it, to know that we're not alone, especially because with the Schumann resonance has been off the scales like a few days ago, and then the solar flares just keep coming. And we had only an X class one just the other day, yesterday. So it's like all those symptoms are really part of the norm at the moment, like sleeplessness or a lot of sleep needed and all this type of stuff. And I agree completely. It is really comforting and reassuring that we're not going through this alone.
That's right. It's been really, honestly, it's been full on, like with all the solar flare activities and everything. Now we had that, we mentioned it in the last video, we just came through the first gateway of that portal of the solar eclipse yesterday morning for us here in Australia, and the day before was the black moon, and that energy. So that black moon was that soul, and that's when that happened, with that it's like the witches' New Year, which is our Halloween, and with that black moon, and then going into the sun eclipse the next day, it's just pouring in, so much energy is pouring in, and it's all really open for 2 weeks until we go into that Scorpio full moon on the which is on 16th in the morning. A lot of people on the 16th.
It's going to be amazing. Like, and Denise and I were talking about this just before, as we normally have a quick catch up, and there's going to be a lot of things coming out. This is what we both believe, and we're going to be seeing a lot of things, and it's it's whatever it looks like, we all have to see beyond what the illusion is, what is being portrayed or what is being shown, and really go within to, like, we've been trained to go externally and say, well, trust what is happening outside of us, but now it's time to come back to ourselves and trust what is happening within. And
Yeah, I feel that so strongly, yeah. And it's
right.
like they're very in the astrology charts for the world. They say May is when everything comes up, and that could be in the media, the politics and everything. But what we just shared beforehand was that we
God.
yeah, that's right. We can manage it. We just had a glitch here, but we can manage it.
Yes.
And anyway, so we that we really, what it is also not just that all the illusion is falling down about what's going on in the world, but really coming home and feeling the sense of belonging from within. And that feels so super important right now.
That's right. It's like remembering who we really are. You know,
yes,
we are spiritual beings, or there's so much more complexity to who we are than what we've been told. And the more that we all start to realize that, the more that we are empowered, and we start to bring in that that wisdom or that inner knowledge that has always been there, but we've kind of kept it in a separate corner or suppressed it.
Yeah. All right. So
yeah,
shall we do? Shall we go straight in the cards and see if we can?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Shall we start with the tarot?
Yes, let's do it.
We just had a bit of a glitch, but we're back now, and we're going to start with the tarot as we normally do. So let's see what the message is for us today. For May. Actually, the 3 cards just popped out. Oh, funny. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 2 of Pentacles, which is, someone juggling. And, it's a feeling that I get about May, that there's going to be like a lot of things, and we mentioned it as well before. So it could be that feeling of there's so much to do, there's lots of things going on. It's a bit kind of confusing, not quite sure where to go. And then you've got the emotions because of the water, like you see the ships in the background and everything's going up and down. And I think it comes back to what we were saying as well, like just staying centered throughout this. It's really important this month to really stay focused and in yourself, like to really be grounded in ourselves. And when you can feel yourself sort of going off, or like getting into that fear, or getting to anxiety and worry and all that type of stuff, that's just a sign that, oh, I'm not here, I'm going into some other story that I don't need to, because what matters is the now, what's happening right now, and that will have the impact on the future. Whereas we've been told the opposite all the time, like worry about the future and then do what you need to do now, and it's a complete opposite of what the reality is. So really focus on being present. And when you can feel yourself going into like feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm juggling so many things, just come back into that your own body, go for a walk, do some yoga, breathe, meditate, and just be calm. Try and center yourself and be calm. And then you're going to laugh at this. We've got the 7 of Cups, and this is all about illusions. It can be so like the general meaning of it is about illusions. When you look at it, you've got all these different choices, and they've all got funny things, and you kind of like, what is the reality there? And it can also be about choices that you make. And what I'm feeling is, be aware of what is the illusion. And for me, the most powerful way to do that, and if it's not something you're attuned to, or still find it quite difficult, is to just tune into yourself, like tune into your heart. And how does it feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Or do you feel yourself going into your head and like thinking about 10 different things? Because when it feels good, it feels right, then that's when we know that we're on the right path, we're making the right choices. And so just really be aware of what is being portrayed out there or to you in your life. Were you going to say something?
No, there's something just fell down in the house. I'm not sure what it was. So it's just really a lot of wind is just coming up the last couple of minutes.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
I'm not sure what it was yet.
Lots of clearing energy.
Hmm.
And then we've got the Ten of Wands. And so the Ten of Wands is all about that burden, like feeling, you know, kind of like, you can see the guy, it literally is that, just feeling overwhelmed with all this stuff and like, I've got so much to do. And, you know, kind of, for me, feels in alignment with, you know, the Two of Pentacles as well. So when you feel that, it again is a sign of imbalance. And when we feel out of balance, the best thing we can do is, you know, find ways that bring us back to our center. And it took me a long time to realize that, because, you know, when I was in the old world, the corporate world and all that type of stuff, it will just keep going. Like, even if you're feeling overwhelmed and burned, just keep going, just push through it. And, you know, it takes a lot to realize, no, that's not the right way. You actually have to take a step back and come back into yourself. And that's when things can start to fall into place again. So just keep that awareness there. And then we've got the Star card, which I think is beautiful. It's really, you know, about wishes coming true, and, you know, being grounded. Really, when I see her, I feel like she's very calm in her emotions, but she's also got her feet on the earth. And, you know, sometimes we can go into that, again, illusion of what is life, what is our reality, and it's to come back into that and really, you know, our wishes are coming true, whether it seems like it or not. I really believe that our future is great and things are unfolding as they're meant to. But it might just look a bit mucky at first. But for me, this card is saying, set out the intention for what it is that you really want, from a place of groundedness and love. You know, not about, you know, it's okay to want material things and to want, you know, that's part of our experience here as well. But really, at the heart of it, what is it that you truly want? You know, is it peace, freedom? You know, our material things are linked to these emotions as well. So try and go a bit deeper when you're setting that wish that you want. So yeah, that's what the cards are saying for us.
Gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, I could really feel that it resonates with what we talked about before. And for me also, that the Two of Cups in the beginning made me think, Pentacles, sorry, yeah, Two of Pentacles reminds me on that, you know, the relationship within yourself again, you know, rather than juggling and then to keep going, as the other card is saying as well, is actually to have that relationship within yourself and find that, the calmness from within. And whatever happens in the world, we had so much going on the last 2 years. You know, you can panic or, you know, start crying, or you can actually take charge and be the calmness within. Right. So that's
amazing.
Yes. Like that. I wanted to share this. I showed Jolie before already. I got today the optical calcite here in my lab sitting with me, and this is so much about the clearing through the illusion. It's such a beautiful,
yeah, I know.
And helps vision as well, and opening the third eye and everything. But yeah, it's just such a gorgeous. It speaks again about with the cards. It just works hand in hand again, doesn't it?
Oh, so good. I love it.
See what these cards have to say for the first part of May. May reading. Any insights and messages? Anything we need to be aware of? Ooh, oh my God, that's so funny. Anything else? All right, so I got on the bottom of the deck the Sorcerer, number 27. He is the strongest card of this particular deck.
Wow.
He brings in that full magic and assists us to stay grounded and within, to really ignite your true, I call it magic, but you know, your true sense of self. And so that's incredible to have him as the guardian of the, it's like the heading, Let's call it the hand. And then the first card that came up for this one is the messenger.
Oh.
So the messenger reminds us all to stay focused and listen. I think it's very important, you know, what you just said before about the tarot as well, when we get overwhelmed and instead of going is such an old default setting to keep going, but really it doesn't achieve nothing. And the messenger reminds you as well, listen to messages. There's so much coming in at this time. Listen to your intuition. Look at, you know, double and triple digits, number plates or numbers and songs that come through, messages you might perceive, you know, clairvoyantly or clear audio, and to really pay attention to all of that.
I'm hearing trust as well, really trusting it, because oftentimes, you know, people can, oh no, it's not that, but really these are strong messages coming to us.
Yes, that's right. And then I got the Star Fairy. That's why I was laughing, because we had stars. And so the Star Fairy, that's one of my favorite ones. Usually comes up a lot for people if they're star seeds, but it's also, you know, reminding us that we all are made of stardust, of course. But what I hear from her now is the interconnectedness to all there is truly within yourself. It's that divine spark that's in all of us. And, you know, to feel that, it makes so much sense with everything we just said, you know. So, you know, you see the heart is fully ignited, and it's that, you know, it's nothing about the outside world. Don't buy into all the noise, and, you know, it's all about what's happening inside of yourself. You know, you are your creator, you are your own universe. You know, there's so much coming in at the moment. Oh God, I really feel that in my heart.
I know, it was amazing. It was funny because just before you started, there was that whole, like, our biggest illusion is about ourselves, or disillusion, you know?
Isn't it just?
Yeah, and that's, yeah, exactly it.
I'm really crying. Like, I'm so emotional. It's just so beautiful when we feel that more and more, when we can come home and we feel safe and we actually listen to our intuition, our guidance. And, you know, we've been doing our kind of work already for so long, but so many people are waking up now, and it's just exciting.
Yeah.
Third card. We are shift is hitting the fan. So we've got the Queen of the Day, number 4. And again, you know, 4, it's all about the heart space. And she's, again, the reminder, like this, not just like the first card with a messenger, but if it gets too discombobulated in your life, if you're losing your footing, as Julie was saying, go for walks, connect to nature. But also the Queen of the Day reminds you to, it's like counting your blessings in the morning and in the evening, like the last thing before you go to sleep and the first thing when you wake up, to quickly count your blessings, you know, because then you create a certain energy. It's like the law of attraction, really. It's manifestation. It's changing your vibration. As we know, we can shift water with gratitude and love. But instead of going into waking up and you're thinking about, like, oh God, I need to sell the house, I need to go to find a different job, I need to, you know, sort my family life out, I need to sort money out, whatever it is, you know, there's so much we can get totally overwhelmed with. But, you know, when you set your focus and mind and heart, especially in the morning and in the evening, with a beautiful vibration, you will shift. You will 100% shift. You know, we're made out of more than 75% of water, and, you know, that's how you can use that beautiful energy, that conduit in yourself. And so the Queen of the Day is reminding you on that. And then if you look at the card, you know, you really see the energy out of her hand. So it's like the left hand is what we're receiving as well. I feel like there's all these gifts coming, everything we could ask for. And then we have different little pearls in the card and the light. And that's usually also when more beautiful gifts are woken up in yourself, or you receive them from external sources as well. So overall, that's really beautiful message.
Yeah, it's such a wow, such a beautiful reminder. Like whilst you were talking, it's just like wow, so much coming through there.
Yeah. And
Gosh.
we all know, right? We all know. It's just that, it's easy to get swept away with all the noise. So yeah,
That's
everybody
right.
just come back to
I
heart
just,
space.
yeah, I love it because it's such a good reminder that it's our frequency and vibration that matters now. And before, it's all about hard work and, very physical, but we're moving into space where you don't need to, that's not the way forward anymore. And we create based on where our frequency is. So if we're feeling, it's okay to feel low and everything like that's normal, but it's just give yourself space and then allow yourself to come out of that, to rise out of that. Otherwise, if you stay in that energy, then you just keep attracting more of that. So
Yeah,
that's a great reminder.
exactly. And I think that's really super important right now. We all go through the motions, but then to come back, and it's like your challenge, take it as your challenge to just get your vibration up as quickly as possible. You look at the old stuff, but no, we are shifting so much. So it's just your little learning curve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, part of our experience here. Learning. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody for watching again. And thanks for your time, Julie. I really like the notes and the messages.
Yes, amazing. Yeah, it's I feel like the illusion, just that word is so strong in this in May, and I hope that for everybody watching, keep that in mind. The illusion, disillusion that is out there and within. We are amazing beings. We are love, and our natural state is to be in joy and to experience all of that. And so, yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and thank you, Denise. So beautiful.
No worries, everybody. Thank you for watching. Share the video, and we see you in a couple of weeks again.
Yes, that's right. All right, everyone. See you soon.
Much love. Bye.